Hi everybody, thank you very much for joining me and being a part of my shave today. The items I'm going to be using today featured in a recent Gifts of Friendship video, and the items were sent through from Tennessee over in the US by Brian, and I'd like to say thank you, Brian. Thank you very much indeed. I've been looking forward to using these. So the razor I've got today is an American flare tip super speed, and this is my birth date razor. Very pleased to be using that. I have an Astra stainless blade in there. I've got a Cremo shave stick today. I've used this once before and it's actually very, very good. I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go along. And Brian sent me this Grizzly Bay brush, which has had some repairs in its lifetime, but as Brian pointed out quite rightly, it will outlast the pair of us. So it's got a lovely 2-band badger knot, and when it's wet and you rub your hands on it, it feels slippy on the top. It's like it's got those gel tips. So I'm going to give that a squeeze. I'll just wet my face again. And we'll put on some of this Cremo shave stick. Now, I asked Brian if he would include a tube of Cremo in with the items that he was sending me. I didn't realise that the Cremo tube, Brian sent me this one as well, is a brushless cream designed to be just rubbed in with your fingertips. I thought it was a cream to be used with a brush, but nevertheless I'm going to try using a brush with that. But they have this as well. It says it is a new solid formula, and with the cream in the tube they certainly do some nice scents. So I feel if they bring them out in this form they'd be very popular. It is rather a large shaving stick, but the soap itself is quite soft, and same as any shaving stick, I'm just going to rub that into my bristles, and you can see it comes off onto my face very, very easily indeed. In fact, I can just take that from around the edge and rub that on there, and I've got absolutely loads on there, I think. So we will just put that up there out of the way. Pick up the brush and we can start face lathering today. Now this one I've got is their cooling, refreshing mint stick, and it really does smell very refreshing. It has peppermint in it, and the peppermint naturally contains menthol, so already I've got that menthol coldness and numbness to the skin, and it's starting to work as an analgesic even before I get the razor to my face. There is a slight back scent to this, and when I look at the list of ingredients on the back here, it says it has tea tree leaf oil, olive fruit extract, lemon fruit extract, papaya fruit extract, and eucalyptus oil as well. And you can see just with a damp brush that I'm starting to get quite a nice lather already. We can't get this Cremo in the UK, at least not that I'm aware of. And that surprises me a little bit because they are part of the Edgewell group, which are a huge corporation. And some of the product names under their umbrella include Schick, Wilkinson Sword and Bulldog, which we get over in the UK. Now, it really doesn't take much water with this shaving stick. It is quite different from using a soap, or a hard soap at any rate. But I'm glad to be able to try it. I've always wondered about the Cremo product line. Some of the other scents they'll do, and you will know in America, but they do a distiller's blend, a sandalwood, a bourbon vanilla. That sounds nice, doesn't it? But they only come in these big tubes. This is the silver water and birch, which is a take on a Creed scent. So I'm going to try and add just a drop more to this. Drop more water. I'm still experimenting with this. But I have to say I quite like it. It's very easy to use. I think it would be a great size, this little stick, for, you know, travel or something like that. There we are, I think that will do. It's always very nice to be able to try these products that you don't get in your own country. So I'm very glad to use this. Now, my birth date razor. So of course it's only 27 years old, this razor. If only. A 1963 razor, and this flare tip super speed was produced from 1954 to 1966, and it is an excellent shave. It's working really well with the Astra blade, and it is a little bit different from my British flare tip razor. I think I will have to have a side-by-side American versus British, just to show you the differences and to see if the shave is the same. This is an Astra Superior stainless blade I've got in here, and it's really working well with this razor. You know, I was thinking the other day, there's been a little bit of a focus more recently on my channel to these vintage razors. But they are so good, and they certainly can't be ignored. These vintage Gillettes particularly are just excellent. And it struck me that with a razor like this, many of the chaps that are younger than myself might not be able to get their birthday razor, and but another way of making a nice collection I thought would be to buy razors from a certain year when something important happened in history, you know, like the moon landing, or the choice is yours. But I just thought that might be another very interesting way into getting into these vintage razors. They really are superb. I would say this one is a very nice medium razor, mild to medium, I think, top end of mild, but it is a very nice razor. Now, I have an idea that my British flare tip is a touch more aggressive, but it's a long time since I've used it, and I will have to do a side-by-side shave to see if that is really true or whether that is just something that I've got in my mind. Definitely got the menthol going on here. It's a very fresh shaving soap. It feels like I've got lots of slickness on my skin. And when you get this razor just at the right angle, it's absolutely fantastic. This is one of those razors that when I first started looking at the vintage Gillette razors, this one didn't appeal to me in the way it looks as much as some of the others. I liked it a lot, but compared to some of the others that I wanted to buy first, this was a little way down the list. And then I came to use one, and it just really is a lovely razor to shave with. So I've got two birthday razors now, which I love. It always appealed to me to be able to have a birthday razor, and yeah, I've got two now. I've got this lovely little Super Speed, and of course I've got a Gillette Slim. Two great razors. There we are, we're going a little bit thin. Just on the last pass, but there, well actually there's still plenty there on my brush. I think the brush is taking as much away as it's putting on. But there's plenty here for the third pass, and it is, as I said, very slick. Did I say I've got my St. Jude t-shirt on, which was kindly sent by Brian. It was pointed out to me by David, thank you David, that St. Jude is the patron saint of hopeless cases. It seems quite appropriate. What I like about this razor, well, one of the many things I like about this razor, but it's another razor that for me I can go against the grain up here and on my neck. It doesn't cause me any problems at all, which is always very nice. On Monday, this coming Monday, we're going to have a giveaway. I'm not sure what the whole video will be, whether it will be a shave or something else, but as part of the Monday video, we will have a giveaway, so make sure that you tune in for that one. I might do a little den tour or something like that, and then a giveaway at the end probably. Now, it might be a good thing to do. I've been asked to do a den tour, so I think now that I've got a cupboard in and a shelf above the door, now would be a good time to do that. So it may be we'll go down that road for the Monday video. There we are, that is my shave with the American flare tip super speed razor, this one from 1963. It is literally as old as I am. I love that, guys. I love that. I know some of you are not into having a birthday razor, but it pleases me greatly. So, if you do have a birthday razor, I would love to know what it is. What are you using? And if you don't have a birthday razor, I'd love to know what your favourite razor is, if you have one. I know that is always a difficult choice. Now, I've really got, do you know what? I've had a great shave. My face is really moisturised from the Cremo Shaving Stick. It is a different experience entirely from using a hard soap or using a hard shaving stick. But nevertheless, I think it's quite good. I've got an aftershave product of sorts that I've never used before. This is a Nivea Men Sensitive Daily Skin and Stubble Balm. It says it can be used as an aftershave. This one is the Cedar and Sage scent. Like all Nivea products, it has a very mild scent, but it is very nice. It pours out of there very easily, so just be a little bit careful there. Because I usually shave in the afternoon or late afternoon, depending on the light, I prefer to use this on a morning, and I have been doing that rather than using it as an aftershave. But I wanted to just show you it today. I don't know if it is in part the Cremo or in part this balm, but after a shave with both, my face is incredibly moisturised. So there's a lot of good things going on here, but as I say, I prefer to use it in the morning, and then that lasts me through the day until I shave later on and use a bit of aftershave balm. But some very, very good products to use today, and I've enjoyed it. So Brian, thank you once again. Thank you all for joining me, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider it. It would make a big difference to me. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time around. All the best now. Bye bye.